So the first thing that College Board wants you to do is to be able to interpret the meanings of derivatives in context. So in this question, all questions, or at least most questions in this video, are from albert.io, which is a website that has plenty of practice questions, and that's a good resource if you want that. So here it's asking, the population of a small country is modeled by the function p of x, where x represents the number of years since 2000. Which of these is the correct interpretation of p prime of x with the derivative of p of x, including appropriate units? So as a general rule of thumb, whenever we're talking about the units of derivatives, it's always going to be the unit of the original function. So this is talking about population. So if we're talking about population, that's going to be measured in people. So people, excuse my handwriting, p of x is in people. So now, whenever we're taking the rate of change of something, in this case, we're taking the rate of change with respect to time, years. So when we're taking the rate of change, we do per whatever that time unit is. So here, p prime of x will be measured in people per year. So let's see which one of these choices matches up. So p prime of x represents the number of people living in the country x years after 2000. That's what p of x represents, so that's off. P prime of x represents the rate of change of the population x years after 2000, measured in thousands of people. That seems like it's right because it's, except for the fact that the end says measured in thousands of people. But here we have that the derivative is measured in people per year, so we know that that can't be right. And then p prime of x represents the number of people living in the country x years after 2000, measured in people per year. So that seems like it's going to be our answer, but let's check D anyway. P prime of x represents the rate of change of the population x years after 2000, measured in people per year. So let's try to find the difference between these two. They seem very similar. So we have it represents the number of people living in the country, or that it represents the rate of change of the population. So the number of people, that matches up with p of x, not p prime of x. So it looks like D is going to be our answer because it has the rate of change of our population, which is what we're looking for when we're dealing with derivatives. And it's right. Okay. And unit 4 or unit 4.1 is going to ask, for the most part, just what do derivatives mean in context like this problem. And the general rule is you just add a per second, a per year, and make sure that you're talking about the rate of change and not whatever the current population is in this case, or the current value.